Okay, well, I'm now going to give you a preview of some of the questions that you may be asked when you record your video interview. You acting on behalf of the local authority as a small business advisor, and you'll be interviewing or chatting with a local small business owner with questions to ask about the benefits of going online. Well, here's an easy question to start with. You may be asked, can you summarize for me in simple terms why I should take my business online? Now, I think you should aim to answer each question in about a minute to 90 seconds. So here's the first question, summarizing the benefits. And then perhaps as a supplementary, it seems like it will involve a lot of hard work to run the shop as well as an online business. Well, have an answer ready for that one too. Another typical question you may be asked, a lot of people are fearful of technology. And you may be asked, or it may be said to you that I'm hopeless with computers, I can just about send an email. How good do my IT skills have to be in order for me to set up and manage an online business? Another question, how do I get people to find and use my website? Is Google search the only way to get noticed? Well, I'd expect you to talk a little bit about Google and then maybe think about some of the alternatives which a business can use to get noticed, some traditional and some technology-based. Now, I'm not going to tell you which business I'm going to ask you a question about, but I may ask you or may say to you, I run an estate agent in the borough. What would be the benefit of me taking my business online, and what activity would be involved on my website? What would my clients and customers be able to do, and how would that help me? I may, on the other hand, say I run a newsagent and ask you to give a similar answer for a newsagent or a convenience store, or possibly a random question that I think of on the day. When you're preparing for questions, don't always assume that you're running a high street shop. There are all sorts of businesses that might benefit from going online who are not directly selling from a high street shop to your typical shopper on the high street. So be ready to talk about other dimensions of e-business and e-commerce. Now, online security from both the business owner's point of view and the potential consumer's point of view is a big issue. And there's still a lot of reluctance and resistance to people giving credit card details online. So you may be asked how a website owner and a small business can actually reassure and persuade visitors to use the site and to part with payment details. Be ready with some good answers to that question. Inevitably, people will weigh up the costs and benefits of taking their business online. So be ready for a question which asks you about typical costs. This might involve going outside, or it may involve doing a lot of the work yourself. So be ready for that and try to come up with some kind of global figure for different kinds of e-business, e-commerce presence.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.